So they've announced these new aspects, and this is the first look on the test server. This is what it'll look like when you're picking your god. I can't get a conquest game right now. No idea why. I don't know if it's bugs or people queuing, whatever. But next to your skins, it has the aspect here, and you can turn it on or off. The aspect of Athena right now makes it so your ult doesn't target teammates anymore. It targets the enemy as long as they're visible wherever they are on a ward, you know, near creeps, whatever. And it doesn't do damage when it lands. They take increased damage while you're channeling. So whoever, you know, your teammates attacking them, they're doing bonus damage. I don't know what the bonus damage is. I'm hoping to figure that out. I'm not sure how I feel about this because it will be pretty cool to be able to land right on somebody, but not doing that damage is a big part of the damage Athena. Like you target your solo laner and you tell them to attack, and then they stick on the target and you land on them, you do a ton of damage. Like your ult hits really hard. You're taking away that damage to guaranteed land on the person. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. Also, what in the world is going on here? Because this should be way lower. I think I play on like 7 or 6. I don't know why this all reset. So let's go ahead and spawn some bots. Set my level to 20. Spawn some bad guys. And then spawn a good guy. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Now spawn a good guy. There we go. Level the abilities. Oh yeah, this is all reset because my keybinds are wrong. So normally when Athena would ult, you would target your teammate. I can't do that. I can target the enemy. And let's see. Teleport to an enemy god anywhere on the map. While channeling, the enemy target is debuffed and takes increased damage. 20% increased damage. Channel lasts 3.3 seconds. If your target dies before your channel completes, you will still go there. So he's taking 20% more damage for 3 seconds. You land inside of them, which is interesting. I'm not really sure how I feel about this, to be honest with you. I'm not sold on this. That feels different. That feels very, very different. I don't like that. Almost feels like what the ult should be, and then the reverse is you target teammates. I don't even know. I don't know. Maybe it'll feel better once you use it in a real game, but some of the aspects, I'm not gonna lie, seem very weak. Some sound really cool. The idea of aspects is to change the play style of the god. The coolest seeming one to me, which probably isn't as cool, it just sounds like it's cool on paper, is Cern. So I want to jump into a practice and go on Cern. So Cern's aspect changes him to a melee god. And then the 3 if it hits gods reduces the cooldown of it, which sounds cool, but it might not be enough. So your basic attack is no longer fire projectiles, so it's not range, but deal increased damage, cleave, and apply shifter of the season's effects to all enemies hit. In addition, horn charge cooldown is reduced when hitting enemy gods. So Cern seems pretty spicy to me. Like, I read this one, I read the Athena one, I was like, that kind of sounds bad. I read this one, I was like, that sounds like a jungler. Like, that sounds like an actual role change. So let's let me lock in here, go level 20. So our auto attacks are now melee. Ah, look at the damage scaling. Heavy glaive. So normally your auto attacks, hold on, let me see something. Yeah, normally your auto attacks scale 100% strength and 20% int. This is scaling 130% strength. Your autos hit so hard. Oh my god, wait. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Okay, so a way to test this, in my eyes, is, I mean, we would go an auto attack build for sure. We would mainly want to go strength. Oh, they changed the visual of Sunbeam bow and added Odysseus bow. They added oboe back. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Did they do any other items that I'd recognize? Lernian bow, 40 strength, 30% attack speed, fires a poisonous arrow that pierces all enemies in front of you, dealing 130% of your basic attack damage as physical damage, and inflicting them with 40% healing reduction. The arrow can critically strike and passes through walls, 20% cooldown. Yo, what? Okay, I don't see any int items that are new. I just see those bows. That's crazy. That's a lot of attack speed and a lot of strength. But it's just, the passive is nothing. It's just raw stat. I mean, it's not nothing. That's a lot of damage. So 100%, 30% burst thrown in there. So let me see something. So at level 20, remember, we're melee feels weird. We're autoing for 100 on this. I wonder what we're autoing without. We'll have to check what it is without. So remember, that's 100. Oh my god, this scaling actually kind of scares me, dude. I'm not gonna lie. They also said they were changing Avatar's parachute. So now it is 3,700 gold. It's 1,000 more gold. It is 25 more strength. The strength increase is 5% higher. It lasts 10 seconds and you're displacement immune. So you can't be knocked up or knocked back. I wonder if I'm guessing you're not slow immune. That is a lot of strength, bro. This is something you would definitely run in a build. Without a doubt, you would run this in a build. So I'm going to say we'd probably go like a normal. For jungling, we'd go Bumba's Dagger and have double cleave for sure into Bumba's Spear. You're doing a lot of damage with this. We go in the middle. We're going to go probably a standard. We're going to go Braggies. We'll go... Now I'm wondering how good these builds are potentially crazy now. Like they really shifted hunter builds instantly, I feel like, with this. So Sunbeam Bow, we're gonna go Pen, we're gonna go Kins. I'm not gonna go the defense items that we were building in the Smite Source build. I'm gonna go Oboe and I'm gonna go the avatars because this item just seems crazy to me. So we were autoing for 100 before. Not gonna pop anything, no actives. Okay. The scaling is insane. So we're at 270 strength right now, right? If I pop the avatars, I was hitting for 400. I'm hitting for 475. And you're obviously going to scale up. You have XE, right? So you'll scale up and do more and more and more and more and more. This is wild. And just seems like an insane amount of damage to me. So let me see, level 20. We're autoing for 266. Popping avatars, we're autoing for 314, and then if you scale it up, the Oboe looks like it's hitting for 177. I'm at 2.6 attack speed. Let me level up my abilities. Remember, you can also use, like with Cern, you're gonna have access to Shifter of Seasons, which is wild because you've got healing, you've got extra damage, which is strength scaling, by the way. That damage is strength scaling. You've got pen, which is in scaling, but still pen, still 25%. It'll just pen more. And then the slow is in scaling. So your damage when you're in yellow stance is adding 70 damage on auto. So if I pop my Sunbeam Bow, I am slamming. Oh my gosh. All right, let me do this. So a nothing up hit, 266 and 47, right? So 418 with Sunbeam Bow up, 546. That's in summer stance. If you were to cycle this correctly, where you would summer stance and then what is it? Fall. You would fall stance. Is it fall? Yeah, you would fall into summer. So orange into yellow. So you'd auto, change over. This is crazy. So much potential, man. So much potential. And this is with the Oboe, the new Oboe that apparently they're putting in the game. So remember the build. This is not Sunbeam Bow. This is Oboe again. This is Sunbeam Bow. And it looks the same. It doesn't look like they nerfed it, really, from what I can see. You could do so much damage. Melee jungle Cern might be insane. I don't know the logistics on this because you don't have hard CC outside of your ult, but you do have self-peel. Well, I didn't even check the dash. So the dash has cooldown reduction. Hitting an enemy god decreases the cooldown by 4 seconds. So my first thought is, what if I dash through more than one, right? So... it should, so if I use it, We're on like a, what was it, 11-second cooldown? Almost 11 seconds. I dashed through one god. We're on a 6-second cooldown. I don't, and then let's see. Dash through 2. Oh! Hold on. This is without a cooldown build. This is an auto attack build. Hold on, this is an auto attack build. Oh no. I can't undo this to put on Bumbas, which would be ideal in this situation. Alright, let me just do this. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. And your Hydra's is gonna scale. If you go for an auto attack build, like an auto attack canceling build like you would on an assassin. Oh my gosh. Oh dude, I'm actually so excited. This is insane to me. I'm gonna do this every time because avatars is just crazy. So you could dash in and you can cancel this, remember? So you could dash and cancel and dash and cancel and dash and cancel. Oh my gosh. So this is with a base cooldown. The other one was already a base. It was at 11 seconds, right? This is a base cooldown of 8.3 seconds and you're 4 seconds off for each god you hit. So with a Bumbas, if you had the other starter, you could literally oh my gosh. 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 I'm so excited. I'm actually so excited for this. No way. There's no way. Oh my gosh.
Your middle tower is under attack.
The potential for Cern is crazy. It's actually insane. I'm in shock right now. I am. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Cern jungle is going to be cracked. It's got like that dash that I've wanted forever. Oh my gosh. I'm actually like, I am mind blown. So I went through and it looked like every god had a aspect, like they went over a lot of them, but maybe not. I'm trying to see. Okay, so not every god has an aspect right now. So I guess they're just like early stages because like on her has his, right? You can see it. You can actually check it here. And then you could go to Anubis and Anubis doesn't have one. Ares, Afro, Athena does. Maybe it won't be on every god. Bacchus, after using Chug, your in-hand attacks cleave and deal bonus damage, scaling with strength instead of prots. We already know chugging so your one always made you do like a poly style proc, but it was scaling tanky. This sounds like it scales damagey. Let's set level 20. Throw out some bots real quick just so they're here before we start looking at numbies. All right. So let's look at numbies. Strength scaling. It doesn't say the strength scaling, but it does show what you're getting bonus. So we don't actually know. I wonder if this is working correctly. I mean, I auto for 59. Oh, I have no strength. Wait, well I do. If I pop this, I get 32 strength. 82. Is it Durez 100%? That might have been 100%. I'm gonna be honest with you. So let's say we just go a normal jungle build. I didn't even stack Transcendence in that Cern build, by the way. So I'm blind Transcendence. We'll go Crusher, Hydras. We'll go this and we'll do that. I think I'm gonna go Avatars like last item every game, I feel like. And then we'll do starter. If you're jungling this, you're gonna be going Bumbas Hammer. So we won. Okay, that doesn't seem significant. Am I? Oh no, it is showing. So it's 50% strength scaling. So it's an extra 150. So wait. Hello. Does this have like hold on? Your basic attacks cleave and deal an additional damage. I am okay. So now I'm thinking, what if you said scratch that and you went crit? Right? You went Deathbringer. You went. Well, Death Metal has a lot of strength, so it was dual. So instead of this, we're going crit. And let's just say I wouldn't really want to drop any of these items, to be honest. I'd probably run with this. Let's see if we can get a crit. Pop the one. No crit. Pop the one. Okay. I mean, it's decent. I don't know if I'm trolling. Like, obviously, you're gonna full combo somebody, right? So it's gonna be like a 2, an auto, a 1, an auto. I see it. Like, it'll be fun. It'll definitely be fun. I don't know if this one's as OP. It'll definitely be enjoyable. I don't see a world where it's not enjoyable. This kind of blows my mind though, because to go from like the Athena one where I'm not sure, that Cern one was better in a way I didn't even like first think about. I thought about, oh, my auto attacks are gonna hit harder, I'm gonna auto attack more. Then I see the 3. The 3 is the crack part of it, where you're insta dashing over and over again. It blows my mind. So that's, we've gone over Athena, Cern, Bacchus. I know there's a few more. I'm running out of time because I was recording another video when I wanted to record this. The servers go down in like 20 minutes. So let me see. We've got Baron does not have one, right? Bellona has one. Bludgeon no longer deals bonus final slam damage, but whenever you gain block stacks with your sword and shield or gain healing from Scourge, nearby allied gods also gain benefits. Okay. So that's to make you tankier. We went over Cern. Oh, it stays on too. So you're gonna wanna like uncheck that, I guess, later on. Chaac, your 3 does damage now. So we gotta check this one. I don't know what the scaling is. In the patch notes of the video, like them streaming and talking about it, they just gave generic information. This is how it's changing, and this is the goal. Like, we want it to be more damagey, whatever. So Chaac's 3 is increased damage scaling. Still slows, attack speed slows. It doesn't heal you anymore. Okay, so it's 15% strength, 10% int. So in reality, an int damage build is still going to cook with this god. No shot it doesn't. So we'll do spawn a godbot, spawn a godbot. Let me spawn one away. Let me set my own level and let's buy. So we'll go pretend I'm jungling again, even though you might be playing this somewhere else. And let's do like, this is probably the build I'd end up going in a situation like this. You'd want to go Cosmic. You'd want to go, I don't know if you really would go Staff of Mirrodin, but if you could double 3, then you would go Staff of Mirrodin. So this has some potential for sure. So if I G3, okay, hold on. All right, reset cooldowns. Okay, it doesn't look like it's double ticking. All right, so staff is not as crazy as we would hope. So let's see the damage. The damage is nice, but I feel like the healing is more valuable. Cause I'm at 500 int. Obviously, I could be higher. Like once you get into like 3K pots and everything else. There's 700. It just doesn't. I mean, it's definitely damage. That feels underwhelming. Like maybe that'll be. There's some of these are gonna have to be balanced and skewed and scaled and all that stuff. I already know that. I'm not dumb. So we'll have to see what I mean, this is the initial. They're gonna want feelings. They want to see what's working, what's not. Then they're gonna look for balancing eventually once it's out. I think this patch is supposed to be the January drop, like with the Aladdin god, the new Aladdin god, all the other gods, the other 4 gods that are coming out. I think Worlds is played on this patch, so that's exciting. I'm not going to Worlds LAN event this year. It just didn't make sense. I'm going to be streaming all the games and then basically just streaming all day that whole weekend or week, whatever 3-4 days it ends up being. Let's see here. Oh, shoot. Shoot. I don't want to search. It bugs out when I try to search. Like, it won't even let me. Come on. All right, well. We'll go to the next god. So we've got to Chaac. We checked Bellona. I think Cupid, Danza, Fenrir, Hecate all have changes. So we'll look at those right now. We've got, all right, so Cupid makes you a support. Heart bomb damage is decreased, but you reduce attack speed on the enemy. Area heals when it explodes, and if you're at max stacks, that also gives a shield. So they're trying to make Cupid support a thing, which is exciting. Danza's is interesting. We have to check Danza's. So Danza's 2 no longer throws out the taunt barrel, whatever it is. It now spawns 2 clones that do more damage and take less damage than the clones that spawn from your passive. The clones from your passive still spawn, right? So we do this every time. I wish this was just like a standard. All right, and then we buy. So we'll do I mean, everything's gonna change with those items they added to the game, man. I swear it's gonna be crazy. There's gonna be new builds that come out for sure, and it's exciting. Like, is Oboe early gonna be nuts? Is Sunbeam Bow still gonna be as good? Like, what's gonna be cracked and what's not? I can't wait for people to figure it out. Let's just grab Lernium Bow, and we'll grab this. Oh no, we're full build already. Okay. Level up. So like I said, the 2 now spawns. They gotta change the animation for that. That's weird. Oh, they can spawn. I didn't realize they could spawn little guys. So I'm at a 17% chance to spawn clones right now, right? Oh my gosh. Let me spawn a couple of these. When I pop my 3, I have a higher chance, 35% chance. I wonder if that applies to my little dudes. I mean, they seem to be, so that's a clone I spawn on my passive hitting for 40, right? And they're hitting for 35 each. They're hitting for 38. That's with Xe up. That's why the clones. That's not very significant amount difference, right? It's not even on that's gonna end up being tweaked. That seems very, very weak, to be honest. I could be wrong. Wouldn't surprise me, but that does seem extremely weak. When I think enhanced damage from it, I'm thinking like almost full damage. Like I'm thinking like 80% damage of what I would be doing. Obviously not proccing items. There's potential there though, because it is still spawning clones. It's more distracting. They take less damage. I wonder what that number is since it's not listed. Still nothing has been the Cern level of like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. So let's go in. We'll check another one. Like I said, the specifics, and I wanted to try to test as many of these as possible, if not all of them, or at least the ones that could be tested in a practice, right? Like Cupid can't be. So we got to Danza. So Fenrir, they're making into a tankier character. Your 3, your brutalize now slows. If you pop your 2, it AoEs to your teammates. So you give your teammates power and lifesteal. I think Fenrir's support becomes insane. Like my initial reaction there is Fenrir's support is one of the best supports. Hades doesn't have one. Hecate's makes it so you can know your 2 that you throw up in the air and like it collects the abilities and then does damage. It no longer does that. It reduces enemy ability damage in the area. So it's not like a refire. It's not a damage anymore. So you're kind of like a supporty hybrid Hecate. Hercules Mitigate wounds no longer heals you based on the damage taken or provides auto attack speed. Instead, you gain a stack whenever you are near an allied god. When an allied god takes damage from basic attacks and when the ability ends, stacks. I know what I wanted to do, so we'll go to Thanatos. I'm running out of time. Thanatos aspect is interesting to me. I think it makes Thanatos a solo laner. That's their goal. They said Bruiser. Your Harvester of Souls no longer heals you. It provides max health. Your 3, if I'm not mistaken, heals you now. So let's just check this out real quick. So Death Scythe still doing the same thing, right? Let's level these up. It's like not flashing and distracting. So Harvester of Souls is your passive. God kills, you gain 25 health. Minion kills, you gain 1.5 health. And then whenever you kill a god, you get reduced cooldowns. Remember that. So your 3 now gain healing per enemy hit, 1% max health. Still silences. Your 1, so everything's the same. Except for your passive doesn't just heal you. Whenever it doesn't heal you, it gives you max health. So whenever you would kill a god before, it would just give you a little chunk of health. Now it heals you. Am I trolling or is that just, I don't know. The numbers are kind of low. Like even if you had 10 kills, it's only 250 HP. That's a fair amount of HP. The minion kills really make a difference, assuming that they stack on like all minions. They do. But that's still, I'm not sold on this one. I'm not sold on this one. A solo laner better at the end of the game, but you're still gonna have trouble laning, I feel like. Now you probably kill, I don't know, a couple hundred minions before late game, right? Like I don't know the exact amount. Let's just say like 200 if you're doing it right. So it's 200 HP. Say you get like 3 god kills, 4 god kills. That's 100. So you're getting like maybe 400 HP, which is an item worth of HP, but it's basically the other stuff. It's a cool idea. We'll see how it plays out in the long term. I'm not locked into that one whatsoever. That seems, maybe solo laners will figure something out, like some crazy health build or something, right? Or some new item gets put in that makes that more potent. So Izanami doesn't have one, Jingwei doesn't have one, Cuckoo doesn't have one. Loki's Vanish no longer debuffs enemies you hit, but instead stealths you and near allies. So it becomes a support utility. So you don't come out of stealth and do damage anymore. You stealth your teammates. That's scary because I don't really know about the rest of the kit working in some way or where that becomes viable. But if there's a viable way to play it where you stealth your teammates, that's insane. Mordred, your shoulder charge, your ult button or whatever it is, your new ability no longer knocks people up. It goes through. Additionally, damaging enemy god with an ability resets the cooldown. That's exciting. I think that's a cool aspect. I think you might take that anyway because that aspect isn't that big of a deal. Neath, broken weave explosions no longer root enemies and the buff has a reduced duration. However, the attack speed gained is much higher. So she's more of an auto attack god. Nuwa doesn't have one. Odin doesn't have one. Pele doesn't have one. I actually don't think any of these gods have one. Morrigan has one, and I like Morrigan's. I think the last one is Morrigan. When they were going over everything, Morrigan's makes her wild to me. I think this is broken. I do think the stealth is insanely OP in Smite 2 compared to Smite 1. So her stealth is just better in general, right? But this has crazy movement and survivability attached to it. So what it does is it makes your stealth no longer stealth. Instead, notice I throw it out. I'm not stealth. Instead, I can teleport to it instantly. That is insane to me. And if you're going like a cooldown build, or like a normal build, normal is probably the right word. Let's say, let me just throw items together here. I'm not really sure what I'll be building when I'm going for something like this. Say we'd probably be going World Stone because we're looking for big alts. We'll probably be going Poly too to try to get good combos in. So say you're looking for an engage or whatever. Say you're throwing out abilities. We do this. Say we're going in for some damage. We hit it. We're out. Or reverse. Maybe not even reverse, but let's say reverse. We throw her in, throw the stealth in. They know it's a stealth. We teleport. Our 1 is still up. Our 1 stays up. Our ability stays active. That is criminally crazy to me. I mean, there are going to be some high level players doing some wild stuff with this. I think this is probably better than the stealth. I'm sure there's gonna be viability with it. There's obviously you can play it with the stealth already, and she's not bad, but I think just the survivability of this changes things a bit, man. I mean, how long does the stealth last? I never even. Clone lifetime is 10 seconds. So you literally can throw this out. We can fight. Still teleport back. That is. Wait, is it 10 seconds? Hold on, let me see this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's not 10 seconds. Is it because I have cooldown? Or it's not changed? That's not 10 seconds, right? Like I don't think I'm trolling. I'm like, all right. So maybe that's not fully implemented correctly. So there's our aspects. I've never been so excited for playing Cern in my life. So this is gonna be crazy. This is actually gonna be crazy. It sucks we gotta wait probably a month for this because it's holidays and they said they're not gonna patch her this time. I hope they run more tests or just it's playable for some period of time because I have so much testing. I don't want to see what it like feels like in a game. If you guys are excited too with the like button, make sure you subscribe. Smite 2 is back. It's here. It's here and it's looking good.